So I can pretty much guarantee you that 90% of those of you who are watching this have no clue what UX copywriting is. And that's unfortunate because it's actually a really vital if you're somebody who's like a coder or designer, you have your own portfolio and you want to be a freelancer. So what exactly is UX copywriting? Well, as copyhackers.com puts it, UX copywriting, or user experience copywriting, is the act of writing and structuring copy that moves digital users, like your visitors and customers, towards accomplishing a goal in an intuitive way. Now, they also go on to state that copywriting is all about purpose and persuasion. Now, there is a lot that goes into copywriting, so much so that there are entire careers where people just do copywriting. But I still think it's important that you, as a potential freelancer, be that a designer or a coder who's maybe responsible for other people's projects and you're wearing a lot of different hats, to understand the basics so you can start putting this stuff into use, because good copy versus bad copy could be the difference between a failed project or a really successful project in terms of generating leads, sales, and other goals. All right, so what I'm going to do first is outline a few key principles that have to do with copywriting, and then we're going to go ahead and take a look at a few examples that were submitted by users from my Discord channel, and mainly going to be portfolios, and we're going to see, is this good copy or is this bad? Before we begin, this video is sponsored by Linode. Now, as a front-end developer or a designer, you know that you need a personal portfolio. And if you use a website builder like Wix or Squarespace, they lack total customization and they lock you into using their platform. But to be a pro, you need to use the tools that the pros actually use. So level up, start building your own projects and your own portfolio on an enterprise level content management system like WordPress or Drupal. Now, real web development sometimes requires knowledge of spinning up servers, managing domain names, and setting up an occasional staging environment. And there's no better or simpler way to learn the ins and outs of hosting your website than with Linode Cloud Hosting. Linode Cloud Hosting makes it as easy as possible for you to deploy a WordPress or Drupal website in seconds with the free Linode one-click app marketplace. So click on the very top link here in the YouTube description to get your free Linode account, along with $20 of free hosting and all the tools that you need to build enterprise class websites. So principle number 1, benefits over features. Now, I talk about this a lot on my live streams, but you want to emphasize how you're going to benefit the user as opposed to talking about the features or talking about yourself. So in the context of a freelance coder or a designer who's trying to find work, a feature of you is UI expert, front-end developer, or JavaScript developer. Now, these are features. They don't explicitly state how you're going to benefit the potential client. A benefit would be a headline like, a developer who you could trust who's available. No, I screwed that up. A developer you could trust who's available 24/7, 365. So you can see how this headline reaches a deeper level than just a feature such as, JavaScript developer. Now, there's an emotion to this headline because chances are a potential client is looking at many portfolios and they ultimately want somebody who they could trust. Now, of course, there's many other suitable examples that would work for a headline, and it's all based on you as an individual and what you can offer. Now, principle 2, keep things short and simple. I often see copywriting on portfolios and other projects that are just way too long. You have to put yourself in the shoes of a client, and chances are they're going through loads of portfolios and they're not going to be sitting around ready to read paragraph upon paragraph. So you want to choose your words wisely and condense ideas as much as possible. Now, principle number 3, make sure your grammar is perfect. I know there's a lot of individuals who watch me that aren't native English speakers. Therefore, I see sites with a lot of broken English. If that is the case with you, it makes so much more sense to actually pay someone who's great with English to proofread your site rather than just try to wing it yourself, because your bad grammar will cost you a lot more money in the end. People just aren't going to trust you because you haven't put in enough work to make sure that your product in the end is very good. Now, next up, principle number 4. You have to have a single goal. So all of your copy should be connected to this goal, a single action that you want every visitor to take. So every page you have, it needs to have a goal. So if you're trying to get people to hire you, the goal is to get them to contact you. You want them to hire you. All of the sections on your landing page and throughout your site need to utilize copywriting that maximizes the chances that someone will reach out to you. So you really need to put yourself in the client's shoes. Ask yourself, would I hire myself with this portfolio? Are they addressing all of my concerns and needs here? And another is principle 5, and that's the test. So a part of the UX process is testing. Split testing your ad copy can prove to be extremely valuable. It can be as simple as changing the ad copy of your headline, your call to action button text, and much more. So never make assumptions, always test and keep on testing until you can maximize your leads. So now we're going to check out a few different examples. These are mainly portfolios, but remember UX copywriting is, really specific. It's not specific to just portfolios. I mean, this is for any type of serious business, internet-based business has a landing page. This could be any page of an app or a website. So this is all encompassing. And I'm just focusing on portfolios because I know many of you have your own portfolios and you can relate to such a project. So here's one from somebody called Marco Nico. I'm not going to try to pronounce that whole name. And as we can see right away, the most important piece of ad copy they can have on any landing page here is the headline, right here in this hero section. And this is, he's designated his name as the actual headline. Now, is that a good idea? Well, your name is just a feature. That doesn't at all address or emphasize with the problems or what the visitor is looking for. It's just your name. I would never put my name as a headline because it's such a really valuable piece of text. It's going to be the first thing they read because it is largest. And so that's a feature. We would not do that. Second up, we have web developer and web designer. Again, these are two features. And features are okay because definitely at some point they want to know what you do and what your skills are, right? But when it comes to your headline, you want to make sure that you're emphasizing the benefits, and then secondary to that, you can put features. So they should always be secondary to the benefits as much as possible. As we can see here, this is in a different language, so maybe I can Google Translate that. All right, so this is just I approached programming with specialization in data science of Johns Hopkins University. Programming courses. So this is really more just features right here. More features down here. A portfolio, which is definitely necessary. And then the way to contact this person. So there's nothing here in this particular example that really addresses and empathizes with the actual user. All right. So let's check out another one. Killian Smith, front-end web developer. Again, just the name and what they do. No benefits here whatsoever. So you definitely, if you're watching this, definitely want to improve this after at least watching this video. And for sure, it's very easy to integrate changes on these. I mean, because we're only working with type, right? So I'm not asking you to change code or anything like that. All right, so hello, I'm CRISTIAN, a UX UI designer and front-end developer based in somewhere Seville who always wears a smile at work. Now, this is slightly better than the other two because you said something unique, right? Who always wears a smile at work. That's the best part of this ad copy, in my opinion. And you're smiling right there. That's good. But again, feature is your name, and you're a UX UI designer and front-end developer. So again, we want the benefits. Here's another one. Now this is not shrunken down, so at this viewport, this design really needs to be more like this, but I've zoomed it up the browser to about 175. Hello, I am Vivek Kumar, developer. Again, that's a feature. I write code and design stuff and make apps. Again, it's a feature. Your primary headline needs to be something more interesting and it needs to address the problems and how you're going to present them with solutions for your headline. All right, here's another one. Power charge your school with our platform. This one's not a portfolio. Improve engagement and enhance learning. Now this is a lot better, all right, because I'm not sure exactly what this is exactly. Now this would be a good spot to have maybe a sub headline that kind of gets a little bit more specific about the features, but at least it's really trying to help people solve problems because you want to improve engagement and you want to enhance learning, depending what exactly what type of business this is aimed towards. Here's another one. Front-end developer ready for new experiences and challenges. Okay, so this is slightly better, but it's not that great because Ready for new experiences and challenges. All right, so again, you're not really empathizing with the user. You're not really addressing them. You're addressing yourself in a sense. All right, here's another one. Hello, my name's Brittany Chiang. I'm not sure. I build things for the web. All right, I'm a software engineer based in Boston, specializing in building exceptional websites, applications, and everything in between. So this isn't bad. I really like the type. The UI and all the UI design fundamentals are here, which really help. I build things for the web. Okay, it's a more casual approach to identifying a feature, right? Because it's letting them know, the potential client or whatever, that what you do. That's a feature review. This is better than some of the other ones that just say my name is this UI UX developer or whatever. But still, I think the ad copy could definitely be improved. All right, I'm Pro Disquare, if that's how you pronounce it. I code for the World Wide Web. So this is similar to the other example. It's a little bit more different take on it. I code for the www. And then here's a feature, and this is okay. I'm a web developer, and a programmer. So you're kind of being redundant here in this case, because we see I code for the World Wide Web. Okay, we got that. Now I'm a website developer, designer, and a programmer. You're saying the same thing pretty much. That's why you would use this part for the benefit. You want to be unique, because remember also they're looking at a lot of different portfolios. Next up, I'm Sam. I can design and develop your website for you. All right. Again, I think we can definitely improve that. It's just another way of saying a feature. It's a little bit. It's better than just being Gary Simon, UI UX developer, front end developer. This is a little bit better, but again, in the end, it's still a feature. All right. Another example: a name, developer, programmer, designer. If it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you. All right, so in this, the way this is set up in terms of the visual hierarchy, which is the UI design fundamental, it's not working well because we have a very large type here, and we also have large type here. You're not really sure where you should look first. So because it's your name, just stick that up here as the logo and make it really small. Nobody cares about your name, really. They want to know what you can do for them. They want to know about how you're going to help them. So this right here, I like this type. The fact that it's large and it really draws attention. This is your feature, developer, programmer, designer. Now I want a benefit, the most important part that people are going to read first because it's the largest text. If it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you. That's not really a benefit, though. It's kind of just a quote, maybe from Einstein or something. It doesn't seem relevant. And really, it might not be the best thing that a potential client would want to hear. If it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you. I mean, I don't know. I mean, do they want to be challenged? No, they want their project to go easy. They don't want you to be challenged either, because they want you to produce the best work possible without any hiccups. So again, you have to really pay attention to the psychology behind the words that you use. All right, here's one. This is the last one. All right. I will help you cultivate bonds between your product and your users. There we go. That is the best headline that we've seen so far. I will help you cultivate bonds. Cultivate, look at that. Bonds between your product and your users. And so secondary to that, which I think this right here, this subheadline should probably be beneath this right here, because we really want them to see this first, because this is the benefit. This is what's going to help them. The feature right here should be underneath, but this is the feature. The name, I'm a visual designer and a front-end developer. And then we have the call to action right here. So this is excellent. So this is the type of headline in the copywriting that you need to utilize. Now I know for the most part we only took a look at the headline and stuff. There's a lot of other areas of type all throughout your landing page. But I think if you start and at least get that, your headline, your subheadline, and perhaps a few paragraphs, if you start breaking those down and get those things correct, it'll help be a stepping stone towards finalizing, the copyright, and also give you, a little bit of a taste of this mentality so you can start to research much more on your own and become a better copywriter or hire somebody else who's a professional copywriter. All right, so as always, make sure to leave comments here in YouTube. Share your thoughts. Answer this question. Have you ever really thought much about this? Did you know UX copywriting is a thing? Let me know in the comments. Give me a like, give me a subscribe with the bell notification icon, of course, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.